First, you want to start off with moisturized skin. I use today the MAC Studio Moisture Fix. This has SPF of 15 in it. If you're taking photos, you might want to use a lotion that doesn't have SPF in it because it can kind of make you look kind of more lighter in photos, so your face will look light and the rest of your skin will look dark, which is not a good look. So if you're going to take photos, use a moisturizer without SPF in it. But if you're just going out, make sure you use SPF to protect your face from the sun. And I always use eye cream. This is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. And I use this right underneath my eyes. And this also helps with dark circles at night and during the day. And it also helps your concealer. It works as a primer. So your concealer goes on more smooth and it doesn't look like really cakey and wrinkly under there, okay? So I always do my eyebrows first. If you want to know how I do my brows, you can click this tutorial right here and that'll tell you how I fill in my eyebrows. So we can just go into the foundation concealer. A lot of people ask me, do you do concealer or do you do your foundation first? I prefer to do my foundation and then to conceal afterwards because I find that I use less concealer when I do my foundation first, because after you do your foundation, you can kind of see, okay, my foundation covered up these flaws, so I don't need concealer there, okay? But do whatever works for you. That works for me. That's the way I do mine, and that's the way I do foundation and concealer when I do clients. So let's get into the foundation. Today I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear foundation. This foundation is great. I love this foundation, and I'm not big on the MAC Fix Fluid, but this is like a medium to full coverage foundation, and it just goes on smooth. It doesn't feel like cakey, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel like you have anything on, but your skin will look flawless, and this is what got me. This foundation lasts forever. Like, I put this foundation on at 7 a.m. one day, and then the next day, like, seriously, I had it on from 7 a.m. and I went out that night. So I got back in probably at 3 or 4 a.m. and my foundation still looked good. I was like, no way. No way. I love this. I wear this. You can wear this on an everyday basis, but I don't. I just wear this foundation if I'm going out. So if it's your birthday, if it's your anniversary, if you want your skin to look flawless, this foundation is going to look good, and it's going to look good for however long you wear it. I mean, you can't wear it for like 3 or 4 days, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's going to last all day for you. Sweat, everything. It's going to last. Alright? So let me stop rambling. Let me get into the tutorial of this. So I use probably about 2 pumps for the whole face, 1 on each side. So I'm just going to get a pump out, just like that. And I use the SS109 with this, which is a really nice kind of buffing brush. And I just kind of dip the bristles in. And I start on my cheeks. I'm going to do one half of my face so you guys can see the difference, and then we'll do the other half. I really like to buff this foundation into my skin so it doesn't look really cakey. I don't like cakey look when I wear foundation. And I put it on my eyelids as well because it's a little bit discolored. I really love this brush for this foundation. You can also, I've used my fingers with this foundation as well, and it looks fine that way. So I would either use a brush like this or my fingers. Just make sure whatever you use, you blend it in. I'm just blending it, and it has a matte finish to it, so you don't have to set it with powder after. So it's on this side of my face and this side doesn't have it. Can you tell the difference? I don't think it really adds too much, but it kind of like causes like a blur or something to your face because it really looks good, but it doesn't look heavy. So I'm going to get another pump and do the other side of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did this side of the face, and now it's time for concealer. I really like the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because it has a medium to full coverage effect as well, and it lasts up to 15 hours, but mine lasts longer. This can get really dirty, so just be mindful of that. And one pump is way too much, so be really careful when you're pumping this out. Try to do like a half, see? Like, that is all I need, because I'm just using this for any extra flaws on my face. So I'm going to use my MAC 224 brush, and I'm going to conceal any areas that are still a little bit darker. I have a dark area right here. And I love using a fluffy brush like this because it just really buffs it into the skin and doesn't make it look like cakey. Because I hate the look of cakey makeup, I really do. I don't really have too many like pimples and such, but I do have dark areas on my face that I like to conceal. Now underneath my eyes. You could have used the same concealer underneath your eyes, but I like to really brighten underneath my eye area. If you don't like the bright look, don't do what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to use a concealer from the Sedona Lace concealer palette. I'm going to get, like I said, this concealer is kind of a bit dry, so it takes a little more work to work with it, but once you do, it's fine. I dip my brush in a little bit of eye cream first. Wipe it on the back of my hand just to get the brush a little bit kind of wet and moisturized. And then I go in with whatever concealer I want to use. So today I'm going to use this color right here. So I'm just going to take that same 224 brush and swipe it around. And conceal underneath my eye. Again, if you don't like the concealer under your eye to be bright, don't do this. And I'm going to mix a little bit of the darker color too, because I don't want it too light. I just want it to be a little bit brightening, so that it makes my eyes look awake and not dead. So my face makeup doesn't need to be set with powder because it dries matte, but I am going to powder underneath my eye because that was not the Pro Longwear concealer. I'm going to use my SS224 brush, which is a little bit thicker than my MAC 224, so I like to use it for powder instead of for like liquid products. I'm going to get a little bit of this Bobbi Brown Pale Yellow powder and set the concealer under my eye. Don't use too much or it'll start looking cakey under there. Just enough to set it so the concealer doesn't move. So that's how I do my foundation when I use my Pro Longwear foundation concealer. Yeah, an extensive review on the foundation and concealer will be on my website, www.makeupdoll.com, Link will be down below, so make sure you check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find this helpful. I hope this will give you that flawless face you're looking for when you're trying to go somewhere special, and I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to probably record some sort of birthday look after this, so stay tuned.